So here I am with the Rode vlogging light at the lowest intensity this time. So I made a bit of a mistake initially and I really pumped up the intensity of the light to the max and kind of washes out the skin, but it creates, that actually looks okay in that angle and all that stuff. So I've actually got the light underneath the phone and that's kind of illuminating it from the top, and there's something to do with like shadowing that way that makes it feel a bit intimate, but the light's actually still strong enough. So if you want to record yourself and your partner just kind of like hanging out indoors anyway, really, like unless you have lots of sunlight through the window, most of this, all of the light that you have, you either have ambient light or you have some kind of ceiling lights, and all of that doesn't work with cameras. Like, it works with human eyes, but generally human eyes like a bit more light as well to distinguish like skin tone and color and stuff. So these lights, when you have a bright light on your face like this, I'll look up so I'm not looking that way. It kind of like it's I'm trying to capture myself as I am in real life, which isn't really going to happen because unless I'm in a room full of light, the camera's not going to capture details. And so I think for keeping memories, this is a nice way to do it. This light is very small, so if you have it with an iPhone around you where your iPhone is, you can pick it up quickly and record some kind of moments. I don't really want to record too many moments because the process of recording something kind of sometimes, a lot of the time, if you're doing it too often particularly, it's going to ruin your experience of it. So I've just figured out that the best way to do this kind of like recording for memories of your family and stuff is to use these little lights indoors. And if you're going outdoors, I wouldn't be going anywhere where there's grass, because I tried that as well. So with grass, you're going to get, like, you go in a grassy field, everything is going to be washed in grayed out. You can post-process it and all that stuff. I never like post-processing, I just like capturing stuff as it is. I'm like one of these, I rest my arm down there, one of these audiophile types. I grew up, I wanted to work in a broadcasting industry as an audio engineer, so then I finished acoustics, and so you learn about the integrity of the signal, and so you want to keep it as pure as possible, and so the stuff like that. So I like to kind of get it right initially with the camera and the light or something, and then just leave it. But I don't want a big camera, and so this is making me look different to how I appear in real life. So with my YouTube stuff, I'm trying to capture some kind of reality or something, and it's most of the time the light that I have indoors here is actually like mood lighting, because I set it up to look at a screen. And if it was up to me, there would be a lot more sunlight, so that when you don't want to look at a screen, you can put the blinds up and you have lots of sunlight. Because sunlight, you don't want to have to wear sun lotion in your house, but you do want to have sunlight does something to the human brain that's very good. It's good for vitamin D and stuff, so it's not good to get yourself sunburn and that type of thing. But having like in this living room, when I have the blind up just 5 centimeters from the floor, there's a little light strip at the bottom that is sunlight hitting the floor there. That's actually enough to provide this really nice light in that entire room, it's a bigger room. So you don't need that much of it, but it has to be kind of direct sunlight, and most places are not designed with direct sunlight, and so so for videos in particular indoors, it's, I think, a problem for everyone. So you have to use these lights, and if you're going to have, you don't want to have big soft boxes all around your living area. So these little lights, you have to learn how to use them, how to operate a camera. So if you think of an iPhone as an operational piece of equipment or something, it's not like just pointing at everything and whatever happens. You actually, there's distances, lensing, color, all kinds of things that actually takes quite a bit of skill to figure out how to do. Unless you have an interest in it, and you want it for your personal life and memories and whatever, it's probably just frustrating and kind of stupid. But the future of this technology will be as such, maybe within even just 2 years, where these issues with lensing, with color, and with lighting. So at the moment I'm using this road light. If I wasn't, it would look like this. So if I had a video like this, I wouldn't keep it. But in the future, instead of having this light here, I think you'd be able to just select a preset, like a lighting preset. A lighting preset on your phone that will, the hair looks really nice with this light. A lighting preset on your phone that will kind of switch on a light digitally. Kind of like these filters they have, like beauty and ugly filters and some stuff like that. So I have this light at the bottom of the phone right now. I think I mentioned that at the start of the video. And one of the things that it's hard to hold these cameras for a long period of time. So I got my elbow in the bed and I'm holding it like this in my hand. I'm not actually using that tripod stick at the moment. So for short format videos where you just want to record like a few minutes of some kind of conversation or something with your partner, your kids or something, I think this little light will work, especially in the slow level lighting when you want intimacy. I just tried it in all kinds of lighting conditions, and unless you have a background that the light can bounce off, like this pillow, the light's actually bouncing off this pillow and creating like a softbox around my head. If the background's very dark, if you don't match the intensity of the background light to the foreground, you get these harsh shadows and it doesn't look very nice. And the color changes with the iPhone. So all that stuff may be a waste of time for most people, but I've kind of I learned about it when I started analyzing stuff like this when I was maybe like seriously about 5 or 6 years old, when I was watching, my mother let me watch action movies, and so I used to watch them and think, well, how did Rambo get those guys with the cameras into the jungle, and how do they do the sounds for the guns if the gun's not real, and where does the smoke come from and stuff like that. I don't know. So it just grew up being kind of analytical, and I like that about everything in life, and so I kind of like stuff like this to do with some kind of like cameras and lighting and stuff is not that hard, but it could be really frustrating. Like now I have double chin as well. It would be really frustrating, I think, for a lot of people, and a lot of people do want to catch these have these memories of themselves and their family and stuff. So